Okay, hello. How's everyone doing today? Second stream of the day. So earlier today, I inked this Jawa piece that I did the layouts for last night. This is what the layout looked like. Let's turn this off. I got it all scanned in, separated out, and I got the some of the flats starting. Not all of them, but some of them. I think I'm gonna start actually with the background flats here, and I'm just gonna get going here. I'm watching the chat, so if anybody wants to talk, that's cool. But I got work to do, so let's actually do this. I want to have something in here in the background before I start coloring everything. Kind of wanted to have it like sandcrawler-ish color, but it's got to stand out here. Maybe that. Let's try this. It'll look a little more subdued. I'm gonna do color holds for the background, so we'll start with that. At least I've got something that I can, color in front of. But I'm not sure I'm crazy about the amount of brown in this piece. I don't know what I should do. Make it more purplish so the Jawas stand out. Guess I'll do a version of that after I finish flatting this thing. I feel like a lot of my live streams are just me sort of inner monologuing while I'm working. Yeah, I might end up going for something a little more purple, like a light purple, kind of a steely purple, because I don't like the amount of brown in this piece. Let me fix this right now, just to see if it works. Choose something like this. Still kind of experimenting, so bear with me here. But that might be better. The gonk droid's gonna be a different color too, so yeah, I can work better. I can work with this more. Just want the Jawas to pop. And I can get some color variation in the steel plates, so it won't look completely monotone. Hey, Jawa Mafia, I see you over there on YouTube. How you doing today? Thanks for watching the process. I'm glad you're happy with your piece. Hopefully You're even happier once it's colored. Just know that it's going to be some experimenting here to get the background just right. But I was originally thinking of going with a background that kind of implied sandcrawler-ish kind of stuff. You know, that sort of burnt orange or whatever it is. But I don't think that's going to work for this piece. I'm just doing a quick flatting job here, and then I'm going to start shading the characters. So just bear with me a minute. One of the good things about doing live streams like this with your commission clients watching is you tend not to want to waste anybody's time, so it makes you work a little quicker. Get things done quicker. All right. Okay. I am doing well. Thank you, Jawa Mafia. All right, let's do flats for the other two characters in this piece, which are the droids. Oh, that's pretty close. Might have to lighten that up a bit. It's a little too close to the background now. It's funny, you can see it, some little scanner sort of, I don't know, remnants of something that's on the scanner, I think. But it's okay with a piece like this because it just makes it look more rusty. These colors for this gonk droid are based on the action figure, the 80s, late 70s and 80s action figure version. So that's why there's a big red thing there. Where was I? What was I doing? I don't know what I'm doing. A different color? It is. I think I'm gonna go. Is it a different color? It is. I think I'm gonna go with that color for that. Helps it pop against the background a little bit more. Okay. The ground is going to be brownish rust. Oops, let's. I'm going to erase these lines on the ground, but use them as a guide for now, sort of a loose guide. Whoops, looks like there's a gap somewhere. Let's fix that. There we go. All right. Just a reminder, I am watching the chat, so if you want to chat with me tonight. All right, let's shade these characters. I think I'm gonna do a little bit of a cheat here, actually, because of the light coming in from two different directions, sort of. Jawa Mafia on YouTube says, "This is amazing to watch start to finish. I make them in physical form, but you make this look so easy. Such talent, pleasure to watch." What do you mean you make them in physical form? Are you a droid maker, or do you make Jawas? Because if so, you might want to get in on that. Let's do that later. I'm gonna soften up the side here. Jawas and droids both. Well, you got to send me some kind of link then, because I didn't know that. Let me know, okay? I didn't know that you actually had some sort of connection to Jawas. You should have told me that. I did not know that that was the case here. And I mean, you know how much I love Jawas, so. Life size. Wow. All right. Well, I gotta see this. Utini to you too, Boneyard Tiki. How you doing tonight? Sorry. Whoops. Looks okay. Whoops, looks like I didn't finish inking that. I'll clean it up here and make sure I get it on the physical piece too. Let's fix that right now. Looks like I got up here too. Actually, probably gonna have like, oh, you know what? I should have added that. Like 2 lights up top pointing towards the title. Bet I could still add that to the. I figure out a way to add it. I'll rough it out in a bit. I should have thought of that. That would have been a good way to like highlight the title a bit. Actually, I'm gonna rough that out right now just to see if I can make it work here so that I can add it to the line art too. Make them kind of twisted. Maybe add like a light, I don't know, just to balance out a little bit there. That's better. That's actually adds something to it. I kind of like that. So now I just gotta remember to add it to the actual line art. All right. So where am I? What am I doing? So let's drag these down here. I'm just gonna go in and directly draw instead of no pencils. Let's just figure it out as we go. Actually, no. I want a hint of a lamp in there. Actually, hold on. That works. Hello. I'm gonna duplicate this, bring it over here so I know what I'm drawing over here. I'm not gonna just copy and paste it. I just want to have a little bit of a reference for myself since I just drew this. Rarely do this, drawing directly on with ink or even digital ink, but sometimes I feel like I can just wing this. I'm better at it now after finishing issue 5 of Patrick Girl of Oz, because man, I was moving so fast finishing that. Let's fix this. That I think it really leveled me up a bit, at least working digitally. I had to move so fast and draw stuff without really even thinking. And what's amazing is it turned out to be like my favorite issue since the first one in terms of how I think it looks. So you never know. But I've always said that whether you draw fast or slow, you're probably going to feel the same way about it in the end, so you might as well move fast. No, I don't like that. Let's put that back the way it was. Yeah, I'm really happy with how this latest issue turned out. I think it looks, and I don't usually feel that way about something that I've done, but me and my co-colorist Tracy Bailey, I think we kind of nailed the look of the series with this issue, and you know, going forward, that's really good. What did I have? So I had, okay. Let's fix this. Hold on. Come on. Work with me. There we go. Thanks. Probably going to want to move everything down now. I've got a couple more extra elements in there, so let's just shift it slightly. Shift the whole thing. There we go. Okay. Jawa Mafia says, "Love the lights." Good, thanks. I thought it was a better. And I didn't think about it until I got to the color stage, because I'm like, well, I'm probably gonna want to light the sign a little bit, like, you know, and then yeah, it all just kind of came together. So I'm glad this is working for you. Whoops, what's happening here? There we go. Now I gotta just. What I might do is I might print out the line art again, and then lightbox the addition of the lights to the physical version of this, so that you got it looking the same in both. Otherwise, I'd have to sort of wing it again. This is why I like digital. I like being able to, you know, add things, change things around. It's tougher when you're dealing with physical media. Not impossible, but tougher. That's why I do my comics all digital, instead of inking, you know, 11 by 17 inch pages, although, you know, I could probably sell those, and I would if I had them, but the flexibility that digital gives me and allows me to keep a schedule outweighs the potential sales. In my mind, I'm just also, I'd spend more time like fixing stuff probably. Well, they do kind of pop out. I'd spend more time fixing stuff if I had to do a traditional line art. I'm much better at digital line art. All right, so I'm gonna throw. I think I'm gonna throw. I'm gonna do some temporary lighting on the background, just a rough sort of approximation of what I'm probably gonna end up doing in the end. And like I said, I'm gonna do like color holds for the lines so that they kind of dissipate. Not dissipate. I don't know. It makes it look a little more painterly. This may end up not being temporary. I may end up just, whoops, be working on the background now, but that's okay. It's all sort of experimentation. That's how I tend to work generally with color. I do a lot of experimenting, and then when I hit on the right thing, like if it's a comic, I'll have to remember what I did to get there. Maybe make the light a bit yellowish. We'll see if that. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Like I said, I'm still experimenting. All right, let's throw that into an effects folder. Gonna finish up the Jawas here real quick. Sorry for that distraction. Then I'll get back to the background. But I had the idea about those lights, so I thought I'd throw them in. I gotta fill in some black here a little bit. Oops. There we go. Gotta fill in the black a little bit more around the eyes, otherwise color bleeds. Just let me fix these real quick. All right, fix those. Now I gotta finish the eyes. Where's my color? There it is. Come on. I think I want these to be a little darker. Okay. Oh, thanks, Cosmos. Much appreciated. Thanks for stopping by. Alright, let me add some highlight to to these characters real quick. And then I'm gonna get back to the background. Oops. Let's finish shading though. There we go. Okay, turn the FX off real quick. Turn off, there we go. Still not sure what I'm going to do with this text, how I'm going to treat it, but I'm going to flat it first. Definitely going to make it look more dimensional, give it some edging to make it feel like it's kind of sitting up off of the background. And then probably throw a texture on here too. But might do a few value variations on some of these pieces so they don't look all the same, but that shouldn't take too long. Yeah, I shouldn't get discouraged yet. I still got a lot to do. The temporary sort of shading lighting on the background makes it look really terrible, but once things start getting put it into place so it'll look a little bit more dimensional. I always got to zoom out to check the progress overall, see how things are looking. Don't want to get tunnel vision. Okay, so let's get rid of the text here. I'll take care of that later. But there's gonna be a little dialogue balloon here. You can see looks like a blank space without it. But what's it doing? All right, so I'm gonna turn off the temporary lighting and go in here. Oh, I'll have to redo it anyway. Dang it. I'll deal with that later. So now I'm going to go in and do color holds on the, the line art. I know how to finish a sentence. Whoops, that's not right. So, come on. Where are you? Oh. These in the wrong order. I was confused. There we go. All right. Sorry. Let me get organized. Jawa Mafia stuff on it in its own sort of group. Now I can do this. So. Lock the pixels, go in here, there we go. Bring the brightness down a bit so it goes from same color to a little darker, but not black, so it's just a little bit subdued. And do the same thing with the background lines. I'm going to erase those lines anyway. I'll just leave it that way. Already starting to look better. Just a little subdued. Now, let's turn... Oh, wait. One thing I'm going to do now. I got to create a selection featuring all this stuff. So... let's save that as a selection. There we go. Whoops. Yeah, already starting to look better. Okay, first let's tackle the... Oh, hold on. I'm going to reorganize my folders here. Drag the Mafia title into the background, same with the FX, so it's all part of one thing. Alright, let's go back in here. Start giving these letters a little bit of dimensionality. All right, take care, Jawa Mafia. Thank you so much, and I hope you like what I've been doing so far. Jawa Mafia over on YouTube was watching. He I think it's he, is the owner of this piece, or will be when I'm finished with it. Have to go a little bit harder on the shadow here, a little bit bigger. Give it the dimensionality that I want. Yeah, it's already starting to look a little better. I'm not sure how I feel about the yellow. Yeah, I'm gonna turn off for now. Some things work, some things don't work. You never know. But, you know, you gotta try. So, light coming that way, the shadows. Whoops. I'm gonna figure out where the shadow changes direction, because I got these two light sources here, so we'll say this is still going this way. And then this will be the dividing line, the W. And we'll sort of have it fade off here. Might want to go a little more saturated with the lettering on Jawa Mafia, but I'll deal with that later. Depends on how much detail I give to things like, you know, just like the rust and things like that. But we'll see. It's gonna stop here, so let's just do this right now. think I'm going to throw a little more saturation into. Let's find my Jawa purple. Not that much. Whoa, some gaps. That's not good. Shoot. You know, I've said it before, I'll say it again. I love Procreate. It is my home, but the selection tools need a little bit of an improvement. So if anybody at Savage Interactive is listening to me today, better selection tools would be very helpful. I was just talking to somebody today about how good the selection tools in Affinity Photo are. They're better than Photoshop, even in my opinion. All right, I'm gonna, let's see, do the shadow here. Darken the line art a little bit more. Not too much. There we go. it's past 8. Yikes, went past the hour mark, didn't even notice. Alright, so it looks like I'm going to be finishing this off the live stream. Probably have it done by tomorrow. Same with the other piece I'm working on. It's a good place to stop here because I need to step away from this and see it fresh a little bit because I'm not seeing it fresh right now. Yeah, something's not working for me and I gotta figure out what. Gonna do one more thing real quick before I sign off. That might help a little bit to give it a little bit of a pop from the background. We'll see. That's better. Just bump up the saturation a bit. It helped a little bit. Do the same for the line art. Sorry, I'm tinkering here before I take off. Just do a couple of things here. All right. Gotta finish that dialogue we're going to. All right. Oh, thanks, Thor. Much appreciated. All right. So, I think tomorrow is Thursday. I'll be back 2 p.m. Gonna be working on something else, another commission I gotta finish up. And I'm gonna be back on day shift for live streams from now on. So usually 2 p.m. weekdays. Thanks for watching. Oh, it's really saturated on the video. It's not as saturated here. Really dark too. Yikes. Turn saturation down so you can see it a little bit closer to what it looks like. Let's see how that looks. Oh well. Okay. All right. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.